You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your early edition spoilers for the week of November 6th through 10th. There is so much to unpack. Exciting stuff for the front burner storylines. By now, you should have seen, if you are watching Days episodes. I know some of you guys have told me you only listen here and you don't watch it on Peacock because you don't have it or you don't want it. So fun stuff, but we went through Halloween in Salem, and this year, of course, it was a complete standalone episode. If you miss it, you have not missed any action on the front burner storylines because nothing happened that will carry forward. It was a fun episode. There were zombies, there were stabbings, there was all kinds of fun stuff. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Even while I was watching it, I was like, this isn't going to advance the storyline. I should probably go do the dishes or something instead. But I enjoyed it so much that I watched it anyway. All right, but real quick, I'm going to run through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday action for you for this week. I'm going to do it super fast, but because that gives you context for next week's spoilers. And I've got 2 spoilers for you for every single day of the week in this early edition spoiler. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our day's updates. Let's jump in. Wednesday the 1st, Stefan and Gabby are plotting to blackmail someone. Nicole and EJ announced they're getting married. But I don't know if Holly is really happy because she has the hots for her future stepbrother. And Marlena finds out something about Li Shin's past. She already had, he opened up to her about some of his criminal stuff, but so I'm interested to see, this must be their next therapy session. And Tate tells Eric that he has a crush on Holly, but she has a crush on someone else. Thursday, November 2nd, Eric has these feelings for Nicole that he's struggling with and feels like he needs to address, and somebody crashes Nicole and EJ's wedding at the DiMera Mansion. Will it be Eric? I don't know. I mean, I hope it's Susan. I hope Susan Banks is back. I feel like she really needs to tell Eric that baby's not yours because she already had a funny feeling. Remember, she said she wasn't getting feelings from it like she would if it was related. I mean, she didn't give that information, but I think that's why she was saying that. Gabby needs Li Shin's help. She wants his votes. They are going to argue. It's going to get messy. And Holly tells Johnny she has a crush on him, and I'm sure he's going to be suitably horrified. Friday the 3rd, Everett has some news that he shares with Stephanie. I imagine he's going to tell her, I'm going to stay in Salem because I want this thing to work. And Nicole gives Chad some advice about his relationship with Stephanie. Of course, he's there at their wedding because he is the officiant. Eric makes a decision that shocks Sloan and Marlena. I'm guessing he is going to say, I want to go ahead and get married. This is a revenge wedding to me because Eric knows Nicole and EJ got married. So he's like, I'm just going to go ahead and marry Sloan. I don't think that's very fair to Sloan, but Sloan's going to jump at the chance because she's in love. All right. Wendy consoles her upset big brother, Lee. And then next week, she is upset and blasting Melinda. So that's just an undated spoiler I have for next week. So I'm interested in all of that. Okay. The 6th through the 10th. Let's dig in. Monday, November 6th. Chad catches Stephanie with Everett. So obviously she and Everett are just having a chat. Maybe it's at her apartment. Maybe that's why they're using the word, bust or catches with. But Chad isn't happy. Stephanie says, you don't trust me. He's like, no, I don't trust Everett. Well, I don't trust Chad. That was kind of interesting, the whole thing. I was wondering on Halloween, just by the way, if you didn't see it, there was a whole thing where it was so twisted. Stephanie said that she found this old witch book and she was going to resurrect Abigail. I was really wondering if they were going to have Marcy Miller come back for just an episode. That would have been kind of interesting. It didn't happen. And then she said she had to kill Abigail. This was all Chad's nightmare. It was so weird. That same day on Monday, Stefan sees something shocking. That should be the scene from the Day of Days promo with Gabby over Lee's dead body holding a bloody knife in her hand. If you haven't seen the Day of Days promo, go check out our video on it. I pulled out just the most interesting stuff because there was some filler, some fluff, some meh stuff. But I did one on the most interesting things, and this was in there. All right, Tuesday the 7th, Wendy wants revenge. And I wonder if that's because her brother's dead, and Rafe demands demands answers from Gabby. So we have Wendy, a scene from the Day of Days promo where she's screaming. So I wonder if she walks in the room while Stefan and Gabby are there with the bloody knife. And of course, she would call the cops. I mean, Stefan wouldn't call the cops. Gabby wouldn't call the cops. So it has to be Wendy. And that's why Rafe is grilling Gabby. Then on Wednesday, the 8th, we see Sarah and Xander's custody battle picks up speed. It gets more intense. And John and Marlena are celebrating their anniversary on the soap's 58th anniversary, which is very exciting. And Thursday, which is really weird because we're in season 59, but the spoiler says it's the 58th anniversary. I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to think too hard about that right now. You guys can drop in your comments if you have some thoughts about that. I'm just telling you exactly what it says because we're on episode 53 of season 59 at that point, but the spoiler says it's the soap's 58th anniversary. Maybe it was a miswritten spoiler. Thursday, November 9th, Dimitri von Leuschner is struggling with guilt. And I wonder if this is the whole baby stealing thing that we know is going to happen. Nicole is out driving. She is in a car wreck. And she goes into labor on the side of the road. Clearly, Leo and Dimitri are there because Leo has to deliver her baby. And then there's a scene in the Day of Days promo where Dimitri is handing that baby. He puts it in Sloane's arms, and Melinda Trask is there. Also on Thursday, Rafe tells someone about Gabby's fate. So we know that Camila Banus is out any day now because she is exiting as Gabby. She finished filming the end of April. So I do think that this week is going to be her last day for now. There's some chatter that they might recast the role, but I think there's going to be a gap. So I don't know if Gabby was sent off to jail or if she is going to run off. Maybe Rafe lets her. You know, that is his sister. Friday the 10th, Melinda finds, I have the word in quotes. You can't see it, but on my notes, it's in quotes, finds a baby for Eric and Sloane. This is probably the scene where Melinda is telling Sloane that I can find a doctor to say that, you know, this is a baby that was born that was handed over to be adopted in a private adoption, and they are going to gaslight Nicole and tell her that her baby dies, it looks like. And there's some scenes of EJ finding Nicole at the car crash site and demanding to know, where is my son? Well, looks like it's not his son, A, and B, that baby is with his biological father, Eric, and his soon-to-be adoptive mother, Sloane Peterson. Also on Friday, Chad considers playing dirty. I'm sure that is about Everett. You know, I understand Chad is grieving. I understand all that. And I talked to you guys about this, and some of y'all commented that when the love of your life dies, a lot of you guys said that, you know, you've lost the love of your life and no, you would never consider remarrying. That's fine. But Chad is actively involved in a relationship with a woman that he's telling her that he loves her. So if he felt like, okay, I can't ever be with anybody again because I lost the love of my life, then he should never have gotten involved with Stephanie. That's my feeling about it. I think, it's okay if the loss of your spouse is so profound that you're like, I can't ever love anybody again. That's fine, but you shouldn't then get involved with someone and act like you're having feelings for them and then say, oh no, my dead wife was the love of my life. It's like he has his cake and he wants to eat it too, He wants everything his way, and that's not how it works. If he can't ever be with somebody again because he will forever be mourning Abby, that's fine. Don't get involved with Stephanie and let her go. Let her be with this guy if that's what she wants. I'm real irritated with Chad's behavior. Obviously, this is down to the writing. It's not like Chad's a real person, but I'm a little frustrated with it because I don't think it's fair to Stephanie. That's my 2 cents. All right, that's everything I have. We'll have a full roster of daily Days spoilers for you guys soon. 2 week spoilers, casting news, and then our weekly prediction edition. Come back soon to talk Days more with me. I love your comments. I read them all. I feel like we're friends sitting around talking about our favorite soap over coffee. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Don't forget to drop your comments. Thanks for tuning in and talking Days with me. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.